So, you're trying to master Ranno. Well, after watching this video, you will have mastered Ranno in Rivals 2 if you can execute what I'm about to tell you and stretch it out first. Alright, so let's start off with the fundamentals. Ranno's moveset. For the ground, you have the ground jab, which is a 3-hit normal like this. But then if you keep pressing it, it goes into this multi-hit that reminds me of Green Ninja. Really good to use at ledge. And in certain situations, this is very good to use for shield pressure if you feel like your opponent is about to punish the first few jabs that you hit. And poison stacks. But we'll get more into that later. Alright, now we have the down tilt. Really good at catching people up and then hitting them with a fair usually, or following up with a dash attack. Our next move, dash attack. Then you have up tilt. This is really good because it's got a really nice hitbox. Hitting them up to follow up with a lot of things, usually up air. And it's really safe because you're getting pushed backwards when you use it, which is, I think someone even said that up tilt carries Ranno or something. And sometimes it does feel like it. Up tilt is very nice. This is side tilt. Now the side tilt actually has a little small hitbox on the left side of you as well. So that's good to know. So something to know is you can jab into up tilt and down tilt and 4 tilt, and you can do it on the third hit as well. So 1 2 3 and then tilt attack, 1 2 3 up a tilt, 1 2 3 down tilt. So it's always really good to try to go for those. Follow up. As you know, with this game, crouch canceling in this game is really strong, which is where whenever you're holding crouch, you get these little down arrows. That means you're not taking knockback. So that's all the grounded attacks. But now I'm going to go over the air. So this is the forward air. It's really fast, but it also has this sweet spot on the very last hit of it. You can see with the sparks, usually on any move, if it has that little spark in that area, that means that part of the move is the sweet spot. So if you hit that sweet spot there, that will spike your opponent. Now we have the back air. It comes out really fast and it feels really nice, really safe on shield. But this move also has the sweet spot on the kick, as you can see. I mean, like, that's ideally where you want to hit because it will do the most knockback. But you can literally drop on them like this is a nair. You can drop on them and hit them with front part of your body, and it works like a nair does. So keep that in mind. Like, you can like hit them from the forefront of your body and like hit them to the left over and over, and finish with the fair. Sometimes it happens. Now next we have this down air. Feels pretty nice. And it's really good on shield, I'd say, a lot of the time. But also whenever you get people in bubbles. So let's say you have this dummy here and they're shielding. Usually if you try to hit them with like a jab here, they're just going to grab you and you're going to get punished. So it's really safe to just jump on top of them and then hit them with down airs, because they can't punish with the grab. If they let go of the shield, then you'll hit them with the nair right after. And they're pretty much cooked. And if they don't let go of the shield, right after you drop, you can grab them. So down air on shield is really good shield pressure. But yeah, it's important to know just how good this really is. Okay, I want you, a viewer, to make this a habit when you're playing Ranno in a game. If you see somebody shielding that, you either go for grabs or down airs on the shield. And so yeah, that's the down air. Now the up air here is this 2-hit, and it feels really nice. It's good for laddering, all right? It's good for keeping in the air, obviously. I mean, that's what an up air does. You can usually get up airs off of up smash, up throw, and up tilt. Keep that in mind. Back air, down air, fair, up air. Oh, the nair, it's like any nair, really. If you played any platform fighter, like, it's like the default nair. This is the Mario nair. I shouldn't really have to explain, all right? Drop on them with it, and it just keeps you in active hitbox while in the air. Like, if you're going to be dropping down to the ground and they're about to push you, then you should be throwing out the nair. It also comes out really fast. So let's say I'm stuck in hit stun or something and I'm in the air. Usually I just want to keep spamming nair as I'm falling if I can't get away. Like, this is the first hitbox you want to pull out if you're being aggressive, usually in the air. Anyways, that's it for the aerial moves now. Now we're going to be moving on to the special attacks, all right? So you got neutral special, which throws on needles. Something important to know about this is you can charge it. And you can charge it for a maximum of 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now, usually you don't want to fully charge this right away. That is because when you're fully charging it, you're just punishable. You're sitting there for seconds doing nothing but charging it. And by the way, the way you take in the charge is you press the block button right after and it gets it. The safest way to go about charging it is you charge 1, let go, like move around, and then you charge your second in increments, and then you finally get the third one. Like, you always want to do one at a time. That's important to understand. It's really good to use your neutral special in the air because it shoots it down. This is especially good when you're edge guarding because when they're recovering, you can shoot them with one needle and then finish them off with a fair. You'll see it in pro play all the time. So I said there's 3 charges, but technically there's 4 because the first one shoots 1, the second one shoots 2, the third one shoots 3, and the 4th one shoots 4. But you're only charging it 3 times. But maybe it's better to think of it as in 4 charges because that's how it scales up. Whenever you're on the ground, you shoot it diagonally upwards, and whenever you're in the air, you shoot it diagonally downwards. Like a shotgun, the spread goes more and more further out the projectiles travel. Now we have the side special. This tech is called needle boosting. You do it by using your needles right after running off of the ledge or platform. It can be pretty useful in situations where you want to chase your opponent further off the map. Now, before we get on to other special moves, I want to explain a core mechanic on Ranno that is poison stacks. Poison stacks can be applied by hitting your opponent with the needles, up special, or up special attack, that's tornado, grab, special pummel, every single smash attack, and last but not least, the full hits on the jab. You know they have poison stacks because you'll see these bubbles on them. They slowly go down over time, and when they do, it's damage. I'm not sure why he's not taking damage right now, but yeah, the poison stacks will go down over time, and they'll take damage unless they hit you to remove the poison stacks. Or you get them in a bubble, which makes it so they take a lot of damage. Now you have to think about, well, how do I get bubbles? Holding crouch and then jumping makes it so you jump high. Here's how you can get them into bubbles. So doing a down special summons a bubble. Now something cool about this though is you can actually stall pretty well with this. Here's how. So whenever you first do it, you fall way slower than the bubble does. And if the bubble's below you, you can side special it. Side special is this long distance grab. You can kind of think about it as like Samus's grab in Smash Ultimate, but as a side special. And way better, because whenever you hit the side special on your opponent, it gets them trapped in a bubble. Like I said earlier, these poison stacks determine how long they're stuck in the bubble. And you can keep hitting them while they're in the bubble to get damage racked up, but they can also DI and move themselves in their bubble with their left stick. Now, if you do this side special in the air, it does it diagonally. This is important because you can cover distance that's not horizontal with the grab. Also, the side special in the grab has way more end lag than the side special in the air. So it's a lot safer to do side specials in the air, but the side special on the ground covers a lot more distance. When you do the side special in the air, you're aiming for a single point on the ground. Whereas the side special on the ground is covering this point, this point, this point, and this point, you know? So you really only want to go for side specials on the ground if you have them coming up off of the tech, or if they're really scared and they're blocking a lot, you can go for them. Now let's go over Ranno's grabs, okay? A lot of the time, you'll see Rannos go for something like this. They'll grab them, throw them on the ground, and then gonna read where they're gonna go off of the ground bounce. This is known as tech chasing. Probably roll left or right, or stay on the ground still. Sometimes they won't even do any of that, and they'll just wait to do a get-up attack. So you really have to be guessing what they're gonna do if you're going for this. But yeah, you're just reading where they're gonna go, and then when you're grabbing, if you're new to the game, remember there's 2 different pummels. You got the attack pummel, you can only do once, and then a special pummel. And if they do the same pummel, it cancels out and you won't be able to do the move. So it's important to know how Ranno's grabs work and where he throws, because if you don't know where you're gonna throw your opponent, you're not gonna be getting bubbles. You're not gonna be throwing your opponent into bubbles. And it's important to throw your opponents into bubbles because the side special, the higher play you go up to, the more predictable the side special is and punishable it is. So you're gonna be wanting to go for bubble throws instead of side specials to get them inside of the bubble. Okay, there's 3 ways to get your opponent into the bubble. Side special, and then you have the special get up off of the ledge, and then you have the down special. And the 4th one that I forgot to include is the special get up. Every single character has a normal and special get up. Ranno's makes him jump off of the ground with the bubble. Also, fun fact, you can purposely make your character fall on the ground by doing the D-pad emote in the air, makes your character fall to the ground. This is a safe option if you feel like your opponent is going to try to attack you on the ground. You'll be in the air after doing this move and bring out a bubble. You need to remember these 3 ways because it's very important. When you have poison stacks on an opponent, you need to get them into the bubble. You're getting pressured off ledge, maybe it's worth it to go for this, but it's also really punishable and was predictable at a certain point, and I've gotten punished for doing it special get up too many times. So you have to mix up. Maybe go for regular, just like jump and stuff. You know, maybe do an attack because you have less end lag off of an attack on the ledge than special get up. So you have to take those into account. A special get up, while rewarding, can be pretty punishable in top play. Now, a lot of the time, I like to go for bubbles by doing a crouch jump into the bubble right away, looking like this. This is good because it places it right up there, and your up throw has this upwards, very slightly diagonal trajectory right in front of you, so it's gonna hit them into the bubble. You can also hit the bubble to move it. Maybe your opponent is moving more to the right now, and you're not gonna be able to get an up throw right here. So you can do a crouch jump, hit the bubble, and then try to go for a throw upwards over here. It's always changing. Every single time you hit the bubble, it hits it slightly upwards. So you usually just want to down special it downwards, and then hit it again if you want to readjust it. This is the best way to readjust bubble. These are the 3 throw grabs. You need to memorize this. It's forward throw. It's that. If you have them right here, hit forward throw. And this is back throw. And this is up throw. I forgot to mention, like, specifically, okay, so up special, you do an attack to make the tornado happen, and then if you do down special after up special, you can fall down like this a lot. Now, okay, let me explain something real quick about this. So let's say you're trying to recover, right? If you're on the ledge, you can do up special, down special, and then wall jump, and then up special. This is really good to remember, really safe recovery. Now, I recommend doing tornado on ledge only most of the time, unless you're doing it off of a bubble combo, because you grab ledge right after you do it, and you're safe. All right, we're gonna be getting on to lesser known stuff in tech now, starting off with this forward smash. If you fully charge it, yeah, it puts a little hand out. Good to know. And it covers a good distance. Usually you only really want to be using this in 2v2s or free-for-all if you're playing free-for-all, because in a 1v1 situation it's really punishable unless you're doing it to hit them off the ledge for ledge guarding. It's good for ledge guarding. I mean, it's good for edge guarding. It's a long horizontal projectile that's a smash attack that covers this entire line. Depending on who's trying to recover, it can be really strong. So on the up special, fun fact, if you up special, down special on the ledge, you can do this basically up special cancel, right? Because normally if you do it on the ground, you're gonna have all this end lag. That's how long it takes me to move again. Waiting to move, okay, this is how, like, see, it takes a long time to move again if you're trying to do it off the ground. But if you do it on the platforms right off the ledge, if you do the down special part of it, up special, down special, you can cancel it. And this means you can keep doing it like this. Specifically on rock wall, I love doing this a lot. It can be pretty good on other maps as well. But yeah, this is good to keep in mind. Moving on to, if you do a jump off the side special, you can get a lot more distance. You can also grab the ledge with your side special. Good to know. And if you're trying to recover, you can grab your bubble and B reverse like that. So let me explain how I just did that. So B reverse, this is a B reverse, all right? B reverse, right? And then I'm pressing the shield button right after. So whenever you have the needles out, you can press the shield to cancel, right? Well, if you do a B reverse in the air, you just cancel with the shield right away. So basically, I'm just doing this over and over. I'm literally just doing this all over and over. What's crazy is you keep a momentum whenever you B reverse. So if you do a side special jump, you get a lot of distance, right? And then you can follow it up with B reverses like that, and it keeps the momentum. So it's gonna take some time to practice this. Yeah, your side special jumping, and then your B reversing over and over with the cancels, and you can get a lot of distance. And it gets crazier like you saw over here on ledge. I'm trying to recover, do a side special, and you can B reverse off of the bubble. But remember, it's good to just side special your bubble because it gets you a lot of distance. If you're all the way on the right side of the map, you can still make it back. Now, something like not very known about the up special attack is it actually has an ending hitbox. And I'll show the clip of it of the YouTube short / TikTok that I got killing somebody with it. I need you to clip that. Something also a little lesser known with the down special is you can use your bubble to block projectiles. This is good. You can put inside yourself. They literally can't shoot projectiles at you. But you can also bounce your own projectiles off of the bubble. The bubble's right here, and they're right here. I'm looking this way. I can let go of it and still have it hit. The bubble's right here. You're right here. You can have it set up so if they're trying to recover, you can shoot the bubble and it will shoot them diagonally on the ledge like this. The bubble's right here. You see that? Pressure them from the ledge like this. They think they're safe, but they're not really. If you have a fully charged needle, look at that. All right, so this is Dacus, and the way you do it is you do a dash attack, but then you do up smash right after. Dash attack, this is Dacus right here. This is Dacus, and it gives you all this distance with the up smash, and it feels really crazy. So here's a few setups that you can do to get Dacus. You have somebody high percent, you can do down tilt into Dacus. As you can see, it hits them in that trajectory. You can also do forward tilt into Dacus. That's good to know. Usually you just go for down tilt though. Down tilt into Dacus gets you kills a lot of the time, so keep that in mind. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed, please do subscribe. And you can be part of the first 1,000 subscribers, so I'd really appreciate it. I've been hosting tournaments for Rivals 2. Click this playlist to see what that's all about, or you can click this video that YouTube recommends you watch.